Hey guys, today we're taking a look at the King of the Dead from Weta Workshop in miniature format. The right side of the box has some text and the back has an image of the full statue inside. The box itself measures 28 by 24 by 16 centimeters and weighs about 850 grams. Once removed from the box, you will find the King of the Dead separated into 3 parts, buried in styrofoam. The first part is the base that has an asymmetrical notch on it. This makes sure that the main part of this figure goes on in the right orientation. Here's the main part of this figure where the bottom right foot has that slot with the same asymmetrical shape on the base. Simply slot this on top of the base, like so. The final part is the arm with sword that I believe is made of plastic. You can see that it is bendable and it has the same notch to make sure that orientation is right when assembling to the main part of the figure. There is a really strong magnet that will hold this arm in place. Here's the King of the Dead fully assembled. Its measurements are 17 by 18 by 9 centimeters and weighs about 540 grams. Here's the figure beside an Xbox controller and a 1/6 scale Gandalf, so you can get an idea of how small this figure is. Here's a closer look at the figure itself. It is an overall green color with some brown purplish tint. The material used to craft this piece is a tinted translucent polyresin, according to Weta's website. And I think it looks pretty cool because since it is, after all, a ghost, so it does make sense to have this sort of color and look to it. Even though this piece is 1 or 2 colors overall, Weta has still put in a lot of work on detailing this piece. As you can see here on the back of the cape, where you can make out all the little veins or what have you of the cape. From the front side of the cape, you can also make out that the cape is worn because of all the holes and tears on it. From the front right side of the King of the Dead, you can make out the chainmail and the rope that he's wearing quite easily. From the left side of the figure, where once again you can see the detail on the rope and chainmail, the sheath of the sword is clearly visible with a lot of detail even in the bony hands of the King of the Dead. Here's a quick shot of the right arm to show you that once again we can see the chainmail on the arms, as well as the detail on the wrist guard is also not lost. Finally, we get to the top of the figure where you can see an incredible amount of detail in the skull of the King of the Dead, with similar effort put into the crown that he is wearing. Because of the tinted translucent polyresin material, this figure will look really cool with some light source behind it. Here's what the front looks like, and as you can see, there is light emanating from the feet of the King of the Dead, making it look as if the King of the Dead is floating, which is appropriate. It's also really neat to see when the crown is lighted up. The figure also looks really cool from the back if you have that light source shining through. As you can see, there is more of that getting through from the back, which emphasizes the King of the Dead's ephemeral quality. Overall, the King of the Dead in miniature format is a worthy addition to your collection if you are a fan of Weta's work, especially since this miniature format means that it will not take up much shelf space. I think this figure makes up for the dullness of just being quite plain in color by looking really cool when the light does shine through, so be sure to pick one up today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more, please click here to subscribe or click here to watch more.